Hello everyone, and thanks to watching this video. And in this video, I will talk about some updates on the 0.3.2 version of EvoMass. And all right, first of all, in this update, I'm providing a user guide here, so you can download this user guide to take a look on the major function of EvoMass, including the previous function and the new function in this update. So I hope this can be helpful for you to further exploit the potentials in the EvoMass in your design. So for this version, there will be several new updates. So I will go through it one by one. So firstly, let's take a look on the optimization algorithm panel. So now you can see in the output tab, output panel, you can see there will be multiple values here. So including the fitness and also some other value. So for this value, this indicates that some value other than the fitness you want to record, because at the end, maybe you want to see some critical or the importance factor, their correlation with the fitness. For example, in this example, optimization, the fitness maybe have a relation, will be calculated based on the summer radiation and the winter radiation. So when you recorded these two results, you can see the correlation after the optimization. You can see the correlation between the fitness and these two values. So you can see which one maybe have a bigger impact on the fitness. And here for the components name. So when you if you want to define the components name, you can just divide it in here. So for example, this is actually average component. So you just rename the nickname of this output. So let's say here is the summer RA, winter RA, and also the fitness. And then once you rename this parameter, and in here they will automatically extract the nickname, and then you can set their whether they are whether there are fitness or value. For the fitness, you need to define whether it's a maximize or the minimize. For the value, they have no direction. You need to define because they just record that, and this value will not have any impacts on the optimization process. And well, let's see here. And once they have a value, here also we extract the value, so you can double check whether the name and the value is correctly match each other. So here I already run the optimization, so we just directly go to the optimization. So before we go to the optimization, you can see there is a new function called the save screenshot. And if you want to let the optimization process to automatically record all the generated design, you can enable this function and then select the image size you want to. Once you save the screenshot and reopen the project, and you can see that once your mouse is putting on any of these items, they will the design generated during optimization will pop up, and you can have a quick look of design rather than you need to generate the design as before. All right. So and also in here in the information, I changed the color of the lights, so make it more easy, maybe less ugly as before. And here you can see also have the Pareto form, the Pareto coordinate to help you to see the correlation between the parameter and the objective. So in here, I would more recommend you to see firstly, you can just show the output only. And now you can see there only the summer RA, winter RA, the area punishment. All these three is actually the recorded value rather than the fitness. And here is the fitness and the overall fitness. And here you can see there's still not very easy to see the correlation. And then you can right-click your mouse and then to color sortify the fitness. So here it will be easier to see the higher fitness one will have a more warmer color, and the lower fitness one will have a color close to the blue. So using this approach, you can see what is the how this value impact the overall fitness. Yes, I guess that would be the first thing you need to worry about. So once you load optimization, there's another new features in the EvoMass is that, let's say, if you want to make a more exploration, let's say, we select the best one in this optimization, and maybe you want to see some subtle variation of the design. So in this maybe we need to reload. Oh, never mind. So here you can see that there's a new function called the shuffle range. This can help you to control the design variation when you do the shuffle massing. Let's say if you want to see some subtle variation of this design, so you can, let's say, to put it to like 66%, and then you run on the shuffle massing, you can see the design will be always very similar to the one you selected. And if you want to see another one, let's say this one. All right, and then you can also using this function to, all right. So once you do the thing, you need to make this slide go back to the 100%. And then you go to here, 60. All right, let me see. Update. Yes, you just click the update massing and you can see the new this variation of this design. And you can also control the range to see how different the design can be based on this one. So you can see obviously when this value goes to 30%, the design is quite different from the original one. But you can always go to a very low value to see the design very close to the selected design. All right, so this is the new update related to the optimization, and for the design generation, we also have a new function that just implement is in the transform here. In the previous version of the EvoMass, you can only generate the design in one direction. So for this version, you can try this function to allow the design to be rotated. All right, I need to update the massing. Go back to 100%. All right, now you can see the building is actually can be rotated. So if you're using this function, it can actually help you to also optimize the orientation of the building. And in here, the start and the end is not the degree, it's the number of step. And here is a step size. So here is a 1, so it will be still the negative 90 degrees to the positive 90 degree. But if you, let's say, change this value to 2, this is not allowed because it will be over the 90 degrees. So let's see, change this to the minus 20 to 20, and then you can still using the 2. So you can see the 20 here is a minus 40 to 40. So this might be a little bit weird angle setting, but you can get used to it. And you can see here it changed to 15, and here it becomes 30 and changed to 3. You can see it's a minus 60 to the 45. And this function, you might feel, when you enable this function, you might feel that the design is a little bit under constraint. So to me, maybe this function will be more useful if you set the customer boundary. Let's see whether, let me do a small example. All right, the boundary is a little bit too small, so we need to make it a little bit larger. Let's display the boundary first. Okay, for this one, it should be all right. Yes, now you can see how the design will be changed. The design will be always inside the boundary. All right. So for the subtractive algorithm, this have also the same function is also implemented. So you can also using this function in the subtractive component. So I guess that's it for this update. So I hope you can enjoy the new update of EvoMass. And also I'm happy to listen to your feedback. Thank you again.